Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Steve Hu, the founder and CEO of I Fly Flat. I'm here with my friend Lockie, and
Hey
we're
everyone. Hey Steve.
representing our Points TV for Thursday, the 14th of October.
Yeah, another week,
Another
and
week,
there's quite a bit happening. Some good news around home quarantine, and you found some cool flight deals as well. We'll check out.
yeah. Quite exciting this week because like every week there's lots and lots of news coming out. But I think this is probably the most exciting. So there's lots of talk from the politicians that home quarantine in New South Wales might start as soon as 1st of November, which is just like 2 weeks away from here.
Just around the corner.
Yeah.
So good.
And obviously, the home quarantine all comes down to the vaccination rates. So the vaccination rates in New South Wales are sort of like moving with great speed. I think it hit 70% last week. So therefore, obviously, now we're sort of like our lockdown and expected to hit 80% double dose probably sometime this week.
It's awesome.
So more freedoms, but the number one freedom, I guess, is the ability to travel. And if home quarantine begins in New South Wales, that means the ban on international travel will be lifted for New South Wales.
Okay, nice.
So not sure about like where you are in Queensland, what's going to happen there, or Victoria, but at least it gives a way for people in New South Wales to leave Australia, but also in reverse, it allows more people to come home back to Australia via Sydney.
And I think if this model works, the other states are going to be following right behind. It'll be an example for the rest of the country. So I think we're just all watching to see how this goes.
Yeah.
As well, if you guys, we'll do it as well.
Well, hopefully they got everything all sorted out, all the bugs ironed out, because the rest of Australia is basically waiting for this to roll along to get going. What's also cool is still in New South Wales, still comes down to the vax rates. Once we hit 80%, the regional news travel will be allowed. So
that'll be fantastic. There's so much to see in New South Wales. We've been very lucky to be able to travel interstate, like around Queensland, and it's been so good to get to the beach. And what was the first thing that you did, Steve, when they opened up on Freedom Day? Did you go get a beer or?
Well, I went to have breakfast inside a cafe, which felt weird.
Nice.
It was really good. And then last night I went out to the city and had a beer with a friend. And I think those things will actually come back very quickly. I think we'll resume life as you know it very quickly. Like with all these sort of freedoms, it's interesting because only from Monday were we allowed to go in New South Wales in particular more than 5Ks, and then hearing that from next Monday we can do regional travel in New South Wales, and then just then obviously we talked about the international travel ban potentially lifted from 1st of November. That means that we've got access to the whole world.
Yay! Where's this been the last 18 months? Yeah, time has flown by, but we're getting back to a new state of normal, so it's fantastic.
Yeah. So in talking about flights, all the airlines like obviously Qantas and Virgin, they are all preparing for this restart of international travel. So Virgin Australia has just brought forward flights to Fiji to start selling from Sydney to Nadi from the 16th of December. That's their first flight. And being sort of Fiji, nice and close destination.
Easy. You just hang out at the hotel.
Yeah.
Continental, the Hilton, hang out on the beach. Nice and simple. And it's not a long flight either.
Not a long flight. And interestingly, very cheap.
Yeah. Get back to currency there for a second.
Currency. So I picked a date from Sydney to Nadi, which is on the 16th. Oh, not available.
Oh, I think it refresh. Yeah.
This is why this is good for live TV. So 16th. Oh, they're sold. Maybe. And I might have to come back to one. Let's see. Just do another search.
Yeah, because just before this recording, we pulled up a search and we found $249 basically one way.
Which is a bargain.
Which is like an absolute bargain.
Let's see what brings up. Oh, well, it was there.
It was there. Maybe they've just sold out in the 5 minutes.
It was $244 from Sydney to Nadi, one economy. So
I think it was 21,000 points plus $115. But in this case, it would probably be better to just pay cash until the price goes up, and then it would be more valuable to use points plus the taxes.
So I think next week we'll show again. For some reason, the search engine is not happy and doesn't want to work, which is very, very common when you're booking flights.
Some things will never change.
That's right. Yeah, don't forget about this. Like, you think flying is easy, but then trying to book a flight is complicated.
Yeah.
And all the talk of the town, Bonza.
Oh, the Bonza, the thumbs up.
I like the new logo, right?
What a logo. So good. Yeah, I've been seeing this. I think everyone has been talking about it. It's been such a buzz from the media this week. Whether or not this thing's actually launching or not, we'll have to wait and see. But there's certainly been a lot of Bonza hype about it. Yeah.
So obviously lots and lots of PR. So the idea for this one is a low-cost airline because Tiger Airways exited the market, which was low prices. They are saying that they are not going to compete on the Golden Triangle, which is Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, which is one of the most traffic routes and also the most money maker, because they don't want to compete on that, knowing that if they do, then Qantas and Virgin and Rex will come for them to protect their turf. So they're thinking that they're going to make their money through flying to regional areas which the other airlines don't cover.
Yeah, well, that is good. And there's only so much that Qantas Link and Qantas can cover and Virgin. So I think regional will be a good choice for them.
Yeah.
So, exciting to see that unfold.
Yeah, to watch this space, low price, and I think like just the whole concept that if you just like what Jetstar did actually years ago, they started flying to like international destinations like Vietnam. They opened them up because the low cost ability to fly there meant that people can go and enjoy and explore and discover and learn. And I think that's the whole thing about travel.
Yeah, no frills, last minute jump on a plane, let's go to Phuket for the weekend. Or somewhere random. So yeah.
A sense of freedom. A little plug, not a plug really, actually, on Australian Financial Review. I got a little mention in there. I talked about using frequent flyer points to travel again. So
yeah, so good.
In a paper.
Nice.
Although this is a very old picture.
That's awesome.
Back on the days when I still had an iPhone too. That's
and you put a link in here, hey, they added a link. They got a couple of tips here. Yeah, they asked you to check your points balances, points select money, and then they've actually also linked it to the calculator, which was a nice surprise. So the iFly Flat calculator, where you can go and calculate how many points you need for a trip.
Yeah, so
and also how much points are worth.
Sort of last year or early this year. So on this calculator, there's a couple of things. And I think good segue to this. How much your points are worth. So depending how much money you're spending every month, you could be earning, say, if you're spending $50,000 per month, you could be earning 600,000 points per year. And that's worth about $18,000 in business class flights. So which means that if your business is spending money, you could be saving money on flights by earning points. And then we also got this other calculator, which then compares the 600,000 points, what is worth, depending on how you use it. So if you use it for gift vouchers, you only get $3,000 of value. Hotels, a little bit more. Domestic economy, 7,200, which is still better than gift vouchers.
Yeah.
But the gems are when you start flying international, you get $36,000 of value.
Yeah. So good. Nice. Well, that's a good tip of the week. How you use your points matters.
Well, actually, this business class, domestic business class is interesting because when you compare it to gift vouchers, again, 12 times more value.
Yeah, wow.
And also here, the points calculator. It's quite useful. We designed this to show you obviously how many flights, how many points it costs to fly, say Sydney, Brisbane on different carriers. So Qantas and Virgin, they fly domestic. But for international, give you an example, say we're going to Dubai, it compares how many Qantas points it takes to go to Dubai, how many Singapore points, how many Cathay points, for example. So it shows you all the different airlines and how many points. So that's quite useful. So hopefully.
So you can get that at iflyflat.com.au.
Yep. /calculators with an S over here. And lastly, the tip of the week, just like I said in the AFR, was that points are money. So each point is worth 3 cents business class, 1.1 cents or so economy, and 0.5 cent for gift cards or coffee machines. So I would definitely say to fly business class.
I think since the lockdown, we've already all bought a coffee machine. So we've got that sorted. So now it's time to use our points to fly, to go to Fiji, to go around Australia, go international, go abroad. It's going to be good. Good tip.
And that's it, man. That's it for the week. So see you guys next week. We'll have more tips, more news. And I've received some good emails during the week about this. So keep them coming.
Awesome.
Let me know what you think.
That's awesome. Okay, good to chat, Steve.
Cool.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.